Hello and welcome to another video for Minus Touch Toys, Games and Collectibles. And today we are looking at something that's quite old, but something that's absolutely fabulous in my opinion. And it's got a soft spot in my heart because I loved Star Trek as a kid, and I had one of these when I was quite young, which my parents bought me. I think it was a Christmas or a birthday maybe, I can't remember which, but I would have only been about 10 at the time when this was bought for me. So but anyway, so we are looking at the 1977 release by Random House, and it is of the Star Trek pop-up books, and this is from this series of Star Trek pop-up books. I think they produced 2 or 3 different ones with different stories in, and this particular one we're looking at today is called The Giant in the Universe. Okay, so this is the book in front of us, and it says Star Trek Pop-Up. It's got Star Trek Giant in the Universe, and it's got by Random House Books, and it's TM Designs and Trademarks of Paramount Pictures Corporation. Incidentally, I should point out that this was based on the Star Trek animated TV series, not the original television series, but the animated version. Okay, so that's the front cover. Let's just turn the book over to the back, and what have we got on the back? Absolutely nothing. Well, that's very interesting, isn't it? But we do have the SBN number on the bottom there, which is 394-835565. Okay, let's just have a quick look at the spline, and it says Star Trek Giant in the Universe, Random House. And you can see that this book is absolutely in fantastic condition for something which is, what is that, 77? We're talking 47 years old. It is absolutely fabulous. Fabulous condition. Okay, let's open it up and let's have a look at the content inside. Okay, I've opened the cover and I've turned the book to the opposite way so we can get the full image of this pop-up book. So you've got the story at the bottom there, and obviously the book's flat at the moment, but if you lift up the section at the back there, you can see that the ship actually does pop out. You see that it's popped out from the book, so it gives you that 3D effect, which is quite marvellous, I think, especially for the time back in 77. It says the Star Trek Enterprise was whizzing through space on an urgent secret mission. Captain Kirk, Mr. Spock and Lieutenant Scott were going to explore a gigantic unidentified planet. They did not know who lived there, but their mission was to find out. The 3 crewmen hurried into the transporter room and got ready to beam down on the surface of the planet. Let's stick together, crew, said Captain Kirk. This giant planet may be dangerous. So that is the first page. Let's just whip it over to the next page. And do we have to stay? Yep, I think. Oh, wow, look at that. I think it's absolutely fabulous. So there you got the giant, and he's caught Kirk, Spock and McCoy, and they're in glasses. Just like a scene from Land of the Giants this is, but obviously it's Star Trek. And the story continues. And as soon as the crew beamed down, then a tremendous giant captured them. They were trapped under 3 huge glass jars. I'm not going to read the whole story. If you want to read the story, you need to obviously get your own version. But again, look at that. They've obviously escaped. The crew melt the glasses with their phasers. Captain Kirk, Spock and Scotty scattered across the table, all running in different directions. And then he's got mice in there as well. And there you can see Kirk, Spock and McCoy. Kirk, Spock and Scotty running across the table. And then they're back on the transporter pad. And a moment later, the crew appeared in the transporter room on the starship. That was a close one, Captain, said Scotty. I don't think I would have liked being fed to a giant rat. Captain Kirk told Spock to put the gigantic planet on the star map and inform headquarters about the giant. Mr. Spock said to the captain, they'll take care of him. We don't want any other starships to lose crew members in his laboratory. Once again, the Enterprise went speeding through space. And that is it. So it's only a very, very short book. There's only a few pages. But the actual pop-out sections are just fantastic, I think. And as I say, this book has a soft part in my heart because it was one that I had as a child. I think I had one of the others as well. I can't remember what the title of the other one was, but I did have one of the other 2 that were released. So how well did these do? Well, yeah, pop-up books, all the books of Star Trek in the 70s, the annuals, the activity books, the pop-up books, the story books, even the novels did very, very well, because you couldn't watch your program whenever you wanted to. If it wasn't on TV, You couldn't see it. So it was a difficult time, and it was also before the first movie was made. So there wasn't a great deal of Star Trek merchandise going on anywhere. So yeah, so finding or trying to relive your TV programs when they weren't on air, not on the cinema or anything like that. We only had these books really to do it. I mean, back in the 70s, there wasn't really much merchandise around. Mego had produced some figures in the early 70s, and they'd also done a few play sets, but that was about it really. There wasn't a terrific amount of stuff merchandise wise for Star Trek. There was I think a few phases that was done as well, and there was some merchandise. Don't get me wrong, there was some merchandise that was produced, but getting back to the point, if you wanted to try and relive your favourite TV shows, it was books and activity books that really was the key thing, and that kept the TV series fresh in your mind. So it was good advertising for the TV stations, for your program, and also obviously the manufacturers were earning out of them, and it was great for everybody that had one. Certainly I thoroughly enjoyed having these when I was a child. But anyway, now we're talking 47 years on. Finding these pop-up books is not easy anymore. They do occasionally pop up from time to time on the platforms, but not very often, and they're usually torn, or the pop-up sections don't work anymore, or the books are scuffed and ripped and so on. But finding them in this condition is very, very difficult, and this particular book is almost in mint condition. There's very, very little signs of any usage on it. The cover is fantastic, one of the best I've ever seen in actual fact, and obviously, as we saw, inside the pages are all still fully functional. So finding them like this is difficult, but as usual, we at Midas Touch have managed to find a few, and they're currently available to purchase on the Midas Touch website, which you can get to quite simply by clicking the link below. It will take you straight to the website, where you'll be able to find this and many other vintage Star Trek items, and many other vintage toys, games and collectibles come to that. There's over 10,000 products currently available on the website for you to view and purchase at your leisure. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button, because we're uploading videos for every new item that goes into the website. There will be something for everybody, and I just know you're not going to want to miss this, because we literally have thousands and thousands of new products which we're shooting videos for and uploading on a daily basis. So if there's something in particular you are looking for, something old that you've never been able to find, something quirky you might want to buy for a friend, or maybe just something from your childhood that you'd like to own again to help you recuperate those long lost childhood memories, well, stay tuned, keep watching, because you never know, the next item we upload could be that item you've been looking for. Okay, that is it for me on this particular item. I do hope you've enjoyed reviewing this book with me. Thank you for watching, and we will see you again next time.